Alright guys, so we are currently, I'm going to call this cage prep because I could potentially drop in the car off this weekend for a cage. The requirement of my fabricator is that he wants a fuel tank out, as the main hoop is literally right on top. Being a Z, they're an absolute pain in the ass to get. You have to drop the full rear subframe to get to the fuel tank, and then I've got to bolt the subframe back up. That way we can roll on a trailer and get to him. Alright, we have finally got the rear subframe out. Now we're gonna drop the tank and then bolt the subframe back in. Sounds pretty stupid saying that, but that's what you gotta do. Lego. Alright, the tank is out. It's been about 2 hours working on the car. And yeah, we've absolutely smashed it today. Hopefully as well we can bolt the subframe back in and we'll call it day. And then tomorrow I was going to finish up doing the spot welds, grinding them out, cleaning them up. And then that's it. Off to get caged. Can't wait to see what it looks like at the end. I'm so flippin' happy to say that the car is now fully caged. Quick little spec things. It is a CAMS National Rally Spec roll cage. So it's kind of like the highest cage you can get in Australia for what I'm doing. The reason why I got it is I wanted to be able to do anything, as I have Race Wars coming up next year at the end of February 2020, and I'm also going to be able to do the Race Wars Sprint Hill Climb. I also have removed the whole wiring loom, literally to the ECU, just unplugged it all. I had to remove my hydro handbrake, my factory handbrake, and the fuel tank as he welds the plates there. and that is literally the fuel tank right there. Obviously you would have seen the video before of us dropping it out. That was really all we had to do. A bit of work to it, but yeah, I also got my Velo racing seat and my Velo 6-point harness, just waiting on the seat brackets from Sparco now to put them in. That way the seat just bolts straight on the seat brackets, none of the cutting any of the floor up to make it fit, just wanted some easy bolt in. I also got the guy that did my roll cage, Brad Stacey, to make these little brackets there. The reason why I've done that is so I can put a false floor in here, as it is very uneven. That way it's a bit easier for me and the passenger that sits there, just a little bit more comfortable. So today all I want to be doing is bolting my hydro back in and my handbrake. When I got the cage done, I also asked the guy to make up a bracket over the tunnel to mount the handbrake. There is no movement at all in that handbrake now, as I actually started to pull the tunnel up at the back from that bolt there. So he's cut it out, re-welded it, and he's actually welded nuts underneath of the tunnel. That's my handbrake. I just painted black just to make it look a bit cooler. Now what I'm going to do is pull this off again, as I want to prime all the bare metal parts. Ooh, that there and along the pillar, as I want to prime my cage, that way I can start painting it. Like always, back working on the Z. Today's plan is to get the fuel tank back in, bolt the rear subframe back up properly, rerun all the hydro handbrake lines nice and neat, and hopefully by the end of today we can start it. Obviously working on a car, it really doesn't go that smoothly all the time, but we'll see how we go. We finally have the fuel tank in. We've just kind of mocked up the handbrake lines as we're gonna try something different with them. Just gonna get ready now to bolt the rear subframe back in. We did take the tail shaft out, that way it was a bit easier to get the fuel tank in as well. So got all that in now, and yeah.
subframe is all bolted back in.